Hey everybody, it's Janice with Creating Through Chaos, and today we're going to make a super cute Dollar Tree planter. So I grabbed one of these arches from Dollar Tree. My Dollar Tree just put them back out again. A wooden crate, some floral foam, a little welcome sign cut out that came from Hobby Lobby, some tissue paper from Dollar Tree, and comes in this pack, and I'm going to use the striped paper. And I think that's just super cute. Some boxwood, and this came from Walmart, some gray paint, and some white paint. So the first thing I'm going to do is paint the crate all white. And I did the front, the back, the sides, and the inside. Next, I'm going to paint the little welcome cutout with the gray paint. After the white paint had dried on the crate, I realized that it didn't look so good with the tissue paper that I wanted to put over the top of it. So I ended up painting the whole crate in gray, but I did leave the inside white still. I just wanted the outside to be gray. It was better for the paper and the colors that were on it. So once I had that all painted in the gray and I let that dry, I'm going to cut the tissue paper to the size of the crate, and I just used some Mod Podge to attach that. And I did the front and the back first, and then I did the two sides. So I just put a generous coat of Mod Podge on. Then I'm just going to lay my tissue paper from Dollar Tree right on top of the crate and smooth it out with my fingers. Once I had the tissue paper on and it was all dry, I just took a sanding block and sanded the edges, which is where I am actually happy that I used the white and the gray paint. So when I sanded, the edges were like a mix of the white and the gray, and I really liked how that looked. So once I had that all sanded off on the two long sides, I started to put the paper on to the ends. And as you can see, I've got it attached on the ends. I'm just going to poke some holes in the little handles, and then I'm going to sand off the excess on those also. Be careful when sanding these that you don't sand off the side pieces. So I just sanded very lightly. And again, that gray and the white came through again, and it just really looked super cute. Now, in order to get inside of the little holes on the edges, I just used a nail file to get in there and sand those off. And that just makes things so easier. So I ended up using a big one and a small one just to get inside the little crack and crevice there. So now that that's all done, I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to open up my arch. I'm going to pop off that thing in the middle, and it's held on with some hot glue. So I ended up taking my heat gun and just running it on there and then using a paper towel to wipe off the excess glue. Once I had all the glue wiped off, I'm going to take some of that gray paint that I painted the crate with. It's a little bit of a lighter gray than what is on the arch to begin with. So I'm just going to kind of dry brush some of that lighter gray on just to kind of make it flow with the crate. And see, you can tell it changed the color just a little bit. And I really liked the way that it looked. Next, I'm going to take that crate and I'm going to hot glue that right to the bottom of my arch. So I just ran some hot glue along the little edges on the arch, and then I'm going to hot glue my little box onto it. Once I had the crate in place, I'm going to take that floral foam that I had and I'm going to add that to the bottom of the crate, and I'm just going to use some hot glue to hold it there. So I'm just going to add a little hot glue and drop my little floral foam in. And this is just floral foam that I had from another project. You don't need to use a whole block. That's not necessary. Next, I'm going to take some of my boxwood and I'm just going to start filling the crate. I just pushed it all right inside of the floral foam and just kept adding it until it was full. Once I had the crate filled with all the boxwood, I'm going to take that welcome sign and I'm going to run a dry brush coat of white paint over the top of it so that it just pops a little bit more. You can leave it gray if you'd like, but I really liked it in the white. So I just added just a quick light coat when I let some of the gray come through, and then I'm just going to hot glue that right to the front of this. And I think this just turned out so super cute. It was really inexpensive to make, and I love that almost all of it came from Dollar Tree, and the boxwood is only 98 cents at Walmart, and those cutouts from Hobby Lobby come in a pack of like, I don't think there was like 8 or 10, and I think they were only like $4. And look how super cute this is. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it inspires you to make one. And as always, don't forget to spread the chaos.